Keeping horses out to pasture instead of the slaughterhouse. How some Mid-Missourians are fighting to keep older horses.
And from the airport to the dance floor, honoring a successful year for some Missouri veterans.
Plus, using harmony to help Jefferson City homeowners. KOMU 8 News starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 10.
Military veterans dusted off their dancing shoes for the Central Missouri Honor Flight Ball in Columbia this evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jem Reek.
And I'm Brian Johnson. The Missouri Honor Flight program sends sick and aging veterans to memorials in Washington, D.C. KOMU 8's Ashley Massow shows us how the Honor Flight program continues to honor veterans.
Massow, KOMU 8 News, Columbia.
If you're a World War II veteran interested in the Honor Flight program, you can visit KOMU.com and search Honor Flight to learn more.
Choirs of all ages.
Coming up.
All right, thanks, Michelle. More than 500 members of the Missouri Farm Bureau Federation will meet at the Lake of the Ozarks tomorrow for the annual Farm Bureau meeting. The 500 voting delegates will represent the more than 100,000 members of the organization in debates on local, state, and national policies. The delegates plan to discuss topics including funding by the Army Corps of Engineers for environmental restoration versus flood control, increased transportation funding for rural Missouri, and changes to federal farm and conservation programs.
It's a story that's been making the rounds. If you're heading home for the holiday season, do you drive or do you fly?
Coming up after the break, we'll tell you why you might want to take your car and how it could save you some money in an 8 on Your Money report. Gas prices are giving back to those who fill up their tanks this holiday season. The average price of a gallon of gas dropped 9 cents over the past 2 weeks. The nationwide average is $3.29. Albuquerque, New Mexico has the lowest average price at $2.84 a gallon. The Missouri average is right at $3 a gallon. Gas is most expensive in San Francisco, where a gallon goes for $3.67. And finally, some good news for investors. Stocks were up big this week after central banks from around the world eased the European debt crisis Wednesday. The Dow closed slightly down on Friday at 12,019. Nasdaq was up less than 1, closing at 2626, and S&P hardly changed, closing at 1244. Overall, all three were up for the week. That's an 8 on Your Money report.